வெல்கம் டு மை சேனல் குட்டீஸ். இப்போ நாம் என்ன ஸ்டோரி சொல்ல போகிறோம்? த ஃபூலிஷ் wolf. In a remote corner of the land lived a farmer with his dog. He would take good care of the animal, and in gratitude the young dog faithfully guarded the house. But as the dog grew older, he just did not have the strength even to bark, and therefore the farmer decided to abandon the dog in a faraway place so that the animal would not know his way home. He took the dog to the deep forest, tied him to a tree, and returned home. Feeling scared and lonely, the dog began to howl when suddenly he noticed a big wolf lurking behind a bush. The wolf was evidently hungry, and with a glint in his eyes said, "Remember me? You would always chase me away whenever I tried to step into your backyard. Now I'm going to take revenge on you and just gobble you up." The dog was highly intelligent. He immediately hit upon an idea to save himself. So, in a firm voice, he said, "My dear wolf, you are so healthy and strong. Why do you want to damage your teeth on a scary dog like me? I have a suggestion. Get me some good meat to eat and fatten me up. You can then really relish eating me." The wolf liked the idea of eating a well-fed animal. He fetched a small mare and ordered the dog to eat it up and get fat soon. The dog too willingly obeyed. 3 days later, the wolf turned up and demanded his food. "Well, wolf," said the dog in a gentle tone, "the meat that you brought me has just started fattening me. If you can only get me a nice young buffalo, I will be fat in no time, and then you can have your fill." The foolish wolf ran to a neighboring farm, lay in wait for the grazing buffaloes, caught a healthy young buffalo by the neck, and huffing and panting dragged it to the dog. The dog insisted that he was not yet fleshy enough to be eaten, and the wolf promptly got him a goat too. "This will be the last meal you will get from me. I will back in 2 days' time, and you better be ready for me," warned the wolf. The dog pretended as if he was terrified of the wolf and said, "Ho! What else can I do? I have to obey your wishes." But he very well knew what fate awaited the wolf. The wolf promptly turned up 3 days later with a very hungry look. The dog, which had grown very strong by then, barked very viciously and kicked the wolf so hard that the animal trembled over and ran away fearing for his life. Huffing and puffing, he reached the forest and soothed his wounds by licking them. He was very angry at the dog for tricking him. "Now I'm going to be very clever. I'm not going to let anybody get away from me," thought the wolf. Just then he saw a goat grazing nearby and said, "I am going to eat up you now." The goat was not frightened and told him, I don't think that you want to break your teeth trying to eat me. You stand here at the bottom of this hill and open your mouth wide enough for me to get inside. The global wolf stood at the bottom of the hill and opened his mouth wide. The wily goat came rushing down the hill and buttered the wolf so hard that he was knocked unconscious. The goat fled away as fast as he could. The wolf regained consciousness after some time and was confused if he had eaten the goat or not. He thought to himself, if I had really eaten the goat, then I would not be feeling hungry right now, as I am still feeling hungry. That the goat must have tricked me. Feeling hungry and dejected, the wolf walked on. Soon he approached a village and spotted a carcass lying on the road. The wolf was very thrilled. You can imagine the pathetic condition of the wolf if he had to eat rotting meat. But he had no choice. Not willing to take any more chances, he waited till it was dark, crept up to the decaying flesh, and started eating it. Unfortunately for him, a farmer was hiding behind the bushes and he shot the wolf with his gun. The wolf rolled over and died. That was the end of the silly old grey wolf. Thank you, Kutis.